Morning. It's Thursday, August 9th, 2024. I'm Larissa. My video diary. The time has come for back scratching. Yeah! And to drink some skulls. Yeah. So, yeah. Yesterday, I started moving stuff around and opened one box. Well, I don't want to start opening boxes until I got stuff arranged, so I got places to put stuff away that's in boxes, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, oh my God. I told Omar, I said, I am trying not to be too excited because the new space is going to look so amazing when it's all installed. Yeah. Like, even if nothing else changes, as far as business is concerned, my new space is so much better than my old space. So much better. So much better. Yeah. Exponentially. Yeah. Googleplexily. Oh my gosh. Some mornings I wake up and my back is just so itchy. Ugh. Why? Why is my back so itchy? Itchy because maybe my skin is dry and it's moisturized. I need exfoliation is what I need. I need a good exfoliation. Ugh. My pappy always had these bamboo back scratchers. With the little toofies on them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. They're really good. Yeah. Yeah. My pappy had a real hairy back. My pappy, he was hairy everywhere except the top of his head. He was like a big gorilla. He was a big bald gorilla. Bald on top. Hair on his shoulders and everything. Like to brush it. Brush, brush, brush. I had a little soft baby brush. I'd brush his shoulders. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. And he was really hairy. Really, really, really hairy. Yeah. Yeah. After he'd mow the lawn, he'd be all sweaty, he'd go take a shower, and then he'd come out and he'd have a tank top on. And I'd brush his shoulders, and his back. Yeah, yeah. And grandparents lived with us for a while. Well, lived at my parents' house. Anyway, he wasn't living with us when this happened. Came to stay with us for a while, and I had a back scrubber. He used my back scrubber, and it was full of hair. I was like, ew. I don't want to be scrubbing my back with somebody else's hair. Even if it's my pappy's hair. I don't want to be scrubbing my back with my pappy's hair. He's like, oh, I love that brush. Ew. Like, you can have it. Oh, yeah. So it's looking really, really good. It is. It's looking really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta get a paper towel holder to mount a wall mounted paper towel holder. I gotta get some shelves. I gotta get some cupboards. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I gotta get some wall hooks. I gotta get some eyes. I gotta get some chain. I think I'll just get a big old spool of chain. I think that's what I'll do. Get a big old spool of chain, buy a whole spool. Because it's going to take me a lot of chain. It is, to do what I want to do. What am I going to do? Chain up some animals. Hang my paintings from the ceiling. Yeah. 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 It's going to be really nice. It's going to look really, really good. Oh my God. Can't stand it. Gotta sit down. I can't stand it. Gotta sit down. But I'm trying not to be too excited because, you know, if I get too excited, then that's like, if and when it gets ruined by whatever, then that's like, hurts even more, right? So try not to go up too high so you can't fall too far, right? Because that's the story of my life. Anything that pleases me gets destroyed because Larissa's not allowed to be happy. Larissa's not allowed to be happy. Larissa's not allowed to have something in her life that makes her happy. That's the way it's been. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I went grocery shopping yesterday. Usually I go grocery shopping and meal plan for 2 weeks. Today I just meal planned for a week. Maybe a week and a half depending on how long we have leftovers for stuff. But I was trying to scale back, right? And the reason I did that is because like when I meal plan for 2 weeks, then the types of things that I have to get for the second week are things, or because I like to use fresh fruits and veggies or whatever, stuff that lasts longer. And I think, I don't want to have to eat cabbage for a week. I mean, I like cabbage and all, but um, so yeah, I got a big head of frisee, which will do 2 salads, and um, that stuff to make a pot of soup. And last night we had stuffed baked potato, and so I baked a big potato and cut it in half, and we each got half of the potato. And then they had some at the grocery store. They had some like pre-cut veggie mixes, right, for sautéing or whatever. So I got one of those. Check out, how is it? Because it was a decent price. It's like $5.49 for this package that was like 2 servings, right? Of it was mixed fresh vegetable. And so I wanted to see, like, is it all stems underneath, or, what's the story here? What's the story? So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I'll look again. And that cuts down prep time. So it was romesco, broccoli, and dino kale. Yeah. And then I added some garlic. Yeah, and so we had that on top of the baked potato, and I put some butter on the baked potato, and on Omar's I chopped up some ham to go on his baked potato, and I put some sour cream on it, and then I hard-boiled some eggs, and that went on top of that. So we had stuffed baked potato with hard-boiled egg on top. Yeah, that's what we had for dinner last night. That was good. Yep. And I sauteed the veggies in the wok with some avocado oil. Yeah. Next time guys are out here to work on the property, maybe I'll do baked potatoes for them. Baked potatoes. I used to eat baked potatoes all the time in school. Baked potatoes. You can do baked potatoes on the barbecue too. Yeah. So I wrap my potato in foil. I wrap my potato in foil and drizzle it with olive oil. Drizzle it with olive oil, sprinkle it with salt, wrap it in foil, and bake it in the toaster oven for 45 minutes at 425, or put it on the barbecue. You put them on the not directly on the fire because you don't want to burn the skins, but you put them around the edge, and yeah, you can bake them. Same thing, like 45 minutes while you're doing other stuff. Oh, I got some beans. Got some red kidney beans. What am I gonna do with the red kidney beans? I got red kidney beans and sweet red bell peppers. I might do a sweet chili. Might do a sweet chili on a baked potato. Yeah. Yeah. So much closer to home. I'm going to be able, and it's right by my grocery store. So it's like going to cut down on so much travel time. You don't realize how much time you spend in the car or how much time you spend, making time to go from place to place, right? It's not something that people generally think about, but this is gonna, it's like save so much time. So ultimately, the rent I'm paying is a little bit higher than what I was paying before, right? But what I'm going to save in gas, what I'm going to save in time, and what I'm going to save, like, in addition to time, like money on food, because when you have all that time in the car, then you have less time for food prep at home. And that's what we were running into. Like, we're spending a lot of money eating out because, you know, I didn't want to be eating dinner at 9 o'clock at night, you know? Right? So, yeah. Yeah. Save time. And when you save time, you save money. Yeah. Sometimes you got to spend a little to make a little, or spend a little to save a little. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes. Oh my God. Depeche Mode. And I don't want to start any blasphemous rumors, but I think that God's got a sick sense of humor, and when I die, I expect to find him laughing. Right? It's off Violator. Or is it off Black Celebration? I can't remember. Omar and I saw Depeche Mode together. Ode Mode. Our first dance. Our first dance was a Depeche Mode song. Question of Lust. Yeah. I think that's off Black Celebration. That's funny. Very, very funny. I suppose you think that's very funny, Harold. Harold and Maude. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. Young man dates an old lady who's dying. Yeah. He meets her at a funeral. Yeah. I love when he modifies his sports car. His mom buys him this real expensive, sexy sports car, and he modifies it to look like a hearse. I love it. That film's funny. He stages, like, his mom sets him up on all these dates, right? And he just wants this old lady. She's like, she can't understand it. And so his mom sets him up on all these dates with these young, eligible women. And he stages death scenes for all of these women. Freaks him out. The one's an actress, and like, you should see it. It's funny if you haven't seen it. Harold and Maude. It's very funny. It's got Cat Stevens in the soundtrack. Yeah. If you wanna sing out, sing out. If you wanna be free, be free. Well, there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. Yeah. I love Cat Stevens, I do. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I end up, where I've been, only God really knows. I swam upon the devil's lake, but never, 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 I'll never make the same mistake. No, never, never, never. I listen to my words, but they fall far below. I let my music take me where my heart wants to go. I sat upon the setting sun. But never, 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 I never wanted water once. No, never, never, never. I think I got those verses reversed. I think the verse I sang second goes first, and the second verse same as the first. No, Flifty Flip. It's a good song. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. So what am I gonna make for dinner tonight? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that. Maybe I'll make that red kidney bean sweet chili to go on another baked potato. I do like baked potatoes. I do. The other thing I was thinking, I might make a big batch of rice. Make some fried rice. Mm-hmm. I got a bag of shelled English peas. I might do some fried rice with peas and corn and mushrooms. Maybe I will. Maybe. Yeah. Why is my back so itchy? I don't know. Why is my back itchy? I don't know. It's itchy. Itchy, 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 scratchy. Brody killed a rat last night. He was all proud of himself. So proud of himself. He came in when he kills one of the rats. He comes in. He's all like pumped up. He's all like, you know, I did it, Mummy. I protected the chickens. One last rat to be eating chicken food. One last rat to be nibbling at chicken feet. He's all proud of himself. He grabs him and he shakes him. Breaks her neck. And then Omar has to hurry up and grab the body and toss it into the fire pit or wherever where Brody can't get it, because Brody, if you let Brody keep his carcasses, he goes and he hides them, and then he goes and rolls in them as they putrefy. And he comes in and he's got stinky putrefied crispies in his hair, and he's like, "Oh, that is the stench of victory." And he wants to rub it on everything. So Omar has to watch him real careful when they go out there if he kills a rat. Nobody likes that rat cologne. No. That is a cologne you gotta leave alone. Yes, it is. Yes, sorry, Bob. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But he was all pleased with himself even this morning. And he knows that I'm always very happy when he kills the rats, but he's not allowed to give me kisses for 24 hours after killing a rat, because I don't want any rat kisses. He might still have ratness on his whiskers, and I don't want those whiskers on my face. But he came up and he was real gentle and snuggly, but he didn't get any of his face or whiskers on me. And he was real pleased with himself. He laid his big snout between my nose, and he didn't do any sneaky booby licks or nothing. He was just like, "Oh, I get to be near the boobies. I get to be near the boobies." And he got snuggled. He liked it. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Brody and his sneaky booby licking. He's a mammal. He likes memories. Memories. Mine are so big and heavy. They could weigh down your Chevy if I rode in the back. There are few who know what it means to carry this weight of my titties. They are great. By great, I mean large. Oh my God, I really, really don't understand tiny women who get giant booby implants. I don't understand it. Like, natural boobies always look better, and big is just a fucking novelty, right? Like, oh my God. When tiny little women who don't have structure otherwise to support big titties get those big fake boobs, they just look ridiculous. They do. They do. Like, And I'm not talking about women who get implants after mastectomies, right? Like prosthesis. Like I'm not talking about prosthesis, right? Because generally, women who have breast cancer and get implants, they don't get anything any larger usually than what they had to begin with, right? And it's just about replacing what was lost for, you know, the psychology of it. But a lot of women don't even get implants after cancer. My Aunt Wanda, she she didn't. She had hers cut off one at a time. Oh my God. But she didn't have them. She didn't have anything put back in. And she only like stuffed her bra for a little while. Like when she had the first one cut off, she put a bag of birdseed in one side of her bra just so she wasn't lopsided. But after she had the second one cut off, she didn't even bother. No. I don't know. I don't know. If I lost my boobs, I think I would probably get implants. I probably would. I would probably get prosthesis if I lost my boobs to cancer. I would just look so weird without them. I don't know. It's I mean, they're so big, like if they were gone, my whole shape would be different looking. But I just don't understand. I don't understand coveting. I don't understand women with itty bitty titties coveting the big ones, right? Like your life is so much easier when you got small ones. It is. It's so much easier. So much easier. I don't know. Big ones, fake big ones are a weird vanity that I just don't get. I don't. I'm sorry, Dolly Parton. I don't get it. I don't. No. No, I don't. Yeah. They're heavy. They're uncomfortable. It makes finding clothes to fit difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if I don't do a baked potato tonight, I don't know what am I going to do for dinner tonight. Fried rice, maybe. I don't know. Do the frisee salad, one of the frisee salads. I got so for the frisee salad, it's made frisee and green onion and pomegranate seeds and sunflower seeds, and then either air fried tofu or fake chicken, uh, a corn patty, cut up, or hard boiled egg. Those are the protein options to go on top of the salad. So if I do salad, frisee salad, that's be some iteration of that. Or maybe I'll make the pot of soup tonight. No, I'll save the pot of soup for the weekend. Mm. The weather is supposed to be a little bit cooler. Thank Jesus. Oh my gosh, it was so hot last weekend. And this weekend, then when we're moving stuff around, it won't be so hot. That'll be good. Yeah. 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 Anyway. 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 Saw a guy yesterday that had the crazy life tattoo on his hand, the dots. And so, like, I know history of that. It made me think of the girls that I worked with. When I worked with those girls, um, we'd have our circle, our opening circle and closing circle, right? I designed that program very, very thoughtfully. Um, yeah, so we always started in circle and shared where we were at, like what do you bring to circle today? What do you want to share? And um, opening and closing. And I always started circle with my prayer, and then a song. And so, the prayer I wrote: "Thank you for this day, for bringing me together with this space, for allowing me to be a clear and present vessel for your energy. I ask that I may be able to detach and release from all I hold which no longer serves. I ask that I may be able to detach and release from the outcome of this my prayer. I ask for this or something better, so that all may be offered in the highest good. I ask for this or something better, with all of my sisters and brothers. Amen." So I wrote that prayer for my Reiki practice. Um, but it's a good prayer of detachment. And when I refer to vessel for your energy, I'm speaking to source, which for me is God, right? Like the Holy Spirit. Like, thank you for allowing me to be present to observe this. But also, when you're in situation where it is real heavy, right? Like, potentially dangerous, or stressful in some way. Um, you know, you have to filter through the energy of others, right? And so working with those young women who, had been through some serious shit, I we all had to sit with each other's energy. They had to sit with mine, and I had to sit with theirs, and with each other's and everything. And that's gonna be a lot to ask. And so, being mindful and aware of that is helpful, right? And that's why we were able to stay centered. But then I would sing for them. I'd sing a song, and that would kind of like be like set the tone for our day and being with each other, right? Because it was like a 5 hour day, 5, 6 hour day that I spent with those girls each time I went in. It was on Sundays for like 9 months. Um, yeah. And the song I chose was based on, whatever came up in the previous week's session. I remember there was one session in particular where when the girls really started to open up and share um, freely. And what do I mean? Was it like, oh, raise my hand and share something? No, no. But we're speaking with each other openly, right? Being themselves, not guarded. And that was like maybe a month and a half in that happened. And so it's when I started hearing bits and pieces of what really brought them all there, because they all knew each other's stories, right? Or knew a lot of each other's stories. And so they were starting to make comments about things openly with each other when they were conversing. So there was this. So the next week I sang with Sophisticated Lady. And the one young woman, she all teared up, and later on she's like, what is that song? And I told her, I said, oh, it's an old song. I said, it's a jazz standard. It's a really, really old song. She's like, really? I said, yeah. I said, there's nothing new. And she was like, oh. It was interesting to see her respond, to something like that, and seeing the universality of the human experience. They say, into your early life romance came, and in this heart of yours burned a flame that flickered one day and died away. Then, with disillusion deep in your eye, you learn that fools in love soon grow wise. The years have changed you somehow. I see you now. Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, diamond shining, dancing, dining with some man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want? No. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago, and when nobody is nigh, you cry. Yeah, yeah. It was interesting to see their response. Um, yeah, as a musician, as a songwriter, seeing the power of longevity, of universality, right? Lena Horne was famous for singing that. Sophisticated Lady Lena Horne. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so I would always sing for them. Yeah. And then they knew the routine, after we got our routine established of getting out the supplies and all the supplies, everybody got their own packet of supplies, and there were certain things that were in the packet, and all things had to be back in the packet. Nobody could leave until everybody's bag had every piece back inside the bag, and yeah, all kinds of shit like that. Yeah. I sang them a bunch of jazz. I also sang them Solitude. In one week, sang them Solitude. Is that Billie Holiday with her weird nasally voice? In my solitude, you haunt me with memories of days gone by. In my solitude, you taunt me with memories that never die. I sit in my chair, filled with despair, that no one could be so sad. With gloom everywhere, I sit and I stare. I know that I'll soon go mad in my solitude. I'm praying, dear Lord above, send back my love. Yeah, I love jazz. I do. Love it. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, Billie Holiday's voice in some ways reminds me of Loretta Lynn's, right? It does. It does. Has a similar. She places her sound here in her mask. So like when you shape your air pipe, your windpipe, you can direct the air and the resonance then into different parts of your face. And so like if you're flattening your windpipe when you sing, like if you're doing ujjayi breath in yoga, you can spread it across your mask. Or if you squeeze your windpipe, you can focus it here in your mask and vibrate it down on the top of your soft palate. And so you can hit higher notes, or you can have resonance in higher notes, that you might not necessarily have down in your chest voice, or if you're placing the sound of your in your throat. Yeah. I'm always mesmerized when I listen to like the Tuvan throat singers. Oh my gosh. How do they do that? And once you do that, like once you develop that, like how do you not do it then? Right? Like listening to the women who do it and then switch back and forth. I'm like, wow, that's wild. That's wild. I don't think it's something I'd ever want to do. I don't know. I'd be afraid of like, what would it do to my vocal cords? What would it do? I don't even know. Like, how do you do that? It's, singing more than one note at once. Crazy. Yeah. It's wild. Anyway, I have a list of things to do today. I do. Yeah, I'm gonna do some paperwork first before I go out into the world. Anyway. Anyway.